I'm going to solder these two hex adapters onto some copper. Let me set this down here. Try to line this up so you can see. Biggest thing with soldering copper, I've heard people make this mistake because they tell me that they can't get their solder to stick to the pipe. A lot of people that don't really know what they're doing is they overheat the copper. And at that point, once you have overheat the copper to where it turns black, you'll never get it to solder. Alright, so first thing you do is you clean the pipe, make it nice and shiny. Even if it's brand new pipe, you want to clean it. Also, inside your fitting, you want to clean this. I got into a habit, nobody ever really taught me this, I just kind of do it on my own, is I scrape up the edge, that little flat surface, just so the solder has something to grab onto. Alright, always want to use flux, which is just an acid. What happens is the solder will pretty much go wherever the acid is in the flux. So you'll see in some old houses or guys that don't solder that much, you'll see the solder running down the side of the pipe, and that's because they didn't wipe off all that extra flux once it heated up. I'm just painting it on there. Paint it inside here. Okay. Stick this in here. And let me see. I can see my torch here. Once you start heating this up, you wipe off that little bit of extra flux that starts dripping down, so you don't have a real messy joint. You don't have any grapes hanging down. And you just slowly heat this. Keep touching it with the solder. You'll see it start to run. And once it starts to run, you can take the torch right off of the pipe. See this? That's all it takes. You don't have to keep the flame on the pipe the whole time. Now we just wipe this. Make it nice and neat. Camera's not really focusing. Perfect. You just look on the inside edge, make sure there's no little holes that you missed. But that flux helps a lot because the solder will just chase it wherever it is. So see, there's no black in there, solder all in there. Should be a good joint. Just remember, don't overheat the pipe. Once that solder starts running, just take the heat right off it. I hope this helps.